Welcome to Play On, AFL Play's weekly footy fix. I'm your host, Kat Sasso, and each week we'll be bringing you guys the very best of play. From footy updates with a twist to learning how our guests play on and off the field, from the most viral moments of the week, lining up your feed, and of course, the most fun challenges ever. Let's get into it. Today's guest is a football creator who doesn't take himself too seriously unless it comes to his beloved Arsenal. He's a big on footy chat, internet chaos, and streaming the highs and lows in real time. If it's funny, trending, or a bit unhinged, chances are he's probably posted about it. Welcome to Play On, Nick Stav.
Thank you, Kat. I can't wait. You know, I'm a big footy guy, whether it's with the round ball or the oval ball.
Yeah.
But I can't
wait. With the pill.
With the pill.
That's what I call it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. I've got to bring that into my vocabulary.
Yeah, you do.
Maybe we don't do that in New South Wales as much as
I think it might be a Melbourne thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, big one for you, just to start off, because we got to know where your loyalties lie.
Yeah.
Who's your footy team?
I got to say I'm a Swanee.
Okay.
Yeah. Been in Sydney my whole life. Got to say I'm a Sydney Swans fan.
Yeah.
Remember Adam Goodes growing up? Players
Adam
like
Goodes,
that?
what a guy.
Yeah, he is.
Absolute legend. I mean, you know, for me as a Geelong supporter, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut on that one. But we're going to jump straight into it. So first up, we've got Out of Play. We've got the biggest footy updates of the week. So let's jump into it. I love a footy umpire. I think you have to be a special kind of human being to be a footy umpire. And just take a look at this video here. I reckon this guy needs the Silver Tankard Award, which is a goal umpires award. Did you see that?
Yeah.
How good is that?
He's been excited for that goal.
Honestly, I reckon I would be doing that if I was a goal umpire. Now, our second video of the week. I'm the kind of person that, like, I have to give 100%, and I know you're the same.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, you got to do it right, and you got to give 100%. So take a look at this footy volunteer. She has absolutely, like, given it 100.
When you know you're taking the gloves off, you know you're getting down into
Absolutely.
business. Especially if that's in Victoria or Melbourne.
She's taking it so seriously. She's getting the payments to enter the field. She's stretching. Look at her. See, she's chasing the intruders. 10 out of 10.
Don't be a streaker when she's on there.
She's got the square for people to
for
pay
the
by
payment?
card.
Yeah.
There's no excuse
no
not
jumping
having
the
cash
fences
anymore.
over there.
No.
Yeah, now that's where the chaos and the raging's coming in. That's what I like. She's hitting the cars.
Oh, man. And Stav, you know, I know you play a bit of park soccer every now and again. And it's very serious business.
Yeah, love the local game.
Yeah, I've never been lucky enough to experience playing a sport where you slide through the mud.
And that's taking it to the nth degree.
That's like, I've never understood it. Can you tell me what that feels like?
I can't say that I've ever slid into a puddle like that, like with wanting to do that. Maybe if it was like on the slip and slide back in the backyard back in the day. But nothing was worse than when you'd finish a game. You'd love playing the 90 minutes, getting filthy. But then when you had to get into dad's car and he'd make you take off all the clothes, put the towels. Yeah. Oh, mate, it was grim. But the 90 minutes like that, that's when you know your true ballers arise. Yeah.
And again, like I am so appreciative. I'm a big appreciator of techers, right? And it's very rare that you see a good mark these days.
Okay, yeah.
Especially in grassroots footy, it is the best thing ever because they can just like do whatever they want. Look at that.
Do you know what it is?
Pretty much flew.
Yeah, that's what I think, like, especially when it comes to like AFL and footy, it's half of it's like, it's beyond skill, it's athleticism. I mean,
It's about straight up vert.
Yeah, honestly, like out of sports in the world, they're competing with like basketballers at the top level. If not, I would say AFLPLAY is a better athleticism.
Did you see how far off the ground
he went
got?
airborne.
That's crazy.
His ears started popping. He went that high in the air.
All right, now final clip of the day is when you get a high five from your favourite player. This was really wholesome, and I thought this was really sweet. And you know me, I'm very much a fangirl, so I would definitely react exactly the same. It's the scream and the little smile.
Stadium heard it.
How good is that?
That's honestly what it's about.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
You know, if you're able to give a kid a reaction like that, you know, you're doing something right, and B, that's what it is all about.
100%. Right, well, Stav, I've already kind of spoken to you about this, but we are heading into Bounce Down, and it's time to get competitive because we're going to play snack draft.
Okay, yeah.
So essentially, we're going to build our ultimate game day snack lineups. We've got 5 picks each.
Yeah.
No double ups. And our audience is going to decide on socials who has the better squad.
I usually don't lose when it comes to these.
I'm going to let you go first because you're the guest.
And this is like pre and post match day?
Yeah.
The game? Okay.
Pre, during, post.
Okay, look, before I play a game, I don't like to have too much in my stomach. So keep it something light, like Usually for breakfast, I love having eggs on toast. When it comes to game day, got to keep the stomach light. So on my first draft pick, I'm going to go with an up and go. It's a small meal replacement, but doesn't get me too queasy when I turn up into the game.
Okay.
I reckon up and go. That's a gun pick.
All right. Well, I mean, like the only sport I've ever played in my life was basketball, so I'm not sure if I'm very well versed for this, but I'm just going to go straight up with the OG orange slices.
Oh,
I've got to get in there early.
That's it. The soccer mums back in the day, they would turn up with the orange slices at halftime for me. That is a solid pick. Okay, second pick. You know what? I'm going to go, I did pre-game. I'm going to go post-game now. Nothing's better when you head to the pub with your team after a game. Post-game palmy.
Palmy.
Or Palmer, depends where you're from.
I'm a Palmer girl.
Oh, you're Palmer.
I'm a Palmer because I'm from Melbourne.
Well, I'm Palmy.
Awful.
Maybe you can choose Palmer for your second pick.
All right, my second pick, I'm going to go again with the OG snakes.
Okay, yeah. The sow squirms or
no, like the OG.
Okay. Yeah,
I forgot the brand name, but the snakes.
Yeah.
Best and the
Natural,
strawberry flavor.
isn't it,
I think that's those are the best ones.
Yeah, that's a halftime one.
Yeah, that's my second
you
pick.
got the soccer mums covered, the footy mums.
Yeah, I had to go for the OGs.
Yeah. Okay, third pick. You need someone that's going to get you going during the game. I'm going to go a coffee, but I'll go espresso, no milk.
Okay.
No milk. We don't need any halftime number 2s when it comes to the game day.
All right, I'm going to stay on brand with what I've already had. I think I'm going to go with Fairy Bread.
Fairy Bread.
Fairy Bread's the goat.
Yes.
Really underrated.
You know what? You're starting 3 so far. They're actually getting along
3 from 3.
very
I think
nicely.
I've been pretty strong.
Okay, look, what I'm going to go for 4 as like a little meal to line my stomach, or you just go for a straight banana.
Okay.
That's
Banana's
quick,
a good shout.
Quick, easy, you get dressed for the game.
Potassium,
Potassium.
gets you going very fast.
That's it, and fills you up without like bloating you.
Yeah.
Got to go for banana and 4.
Okay, and again, I'm going to stay on brand for this one. Mini meat pies.
Ooh, jeez. This is
Because
like...
they're small enough that you're not going to feel sick if you've eaten like maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Like it's just a little something.
It's like typical Aussie game day you've
Yeah.
gone for. Okay, fair enough. In slot 5, I'll go for another post game, any hydration drink to replace those electrolytes because I'm running around in the field. I'm getting down and dirty, like you said, sliding in those mud puddles.
You got to stay hydrated, right?
Exactly. You need to replace those electrolytes from that energy.
100%. All right, my last one, I'm gonna go with sausage rolls.
Oh my God, you're so really on brand with this.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm just literally like going straight back to when my brother used to play footy, and this was just literally the entire lineup. You'd
all the mums would go in rotation
and
every
like
week.
The platter with the sausage rolls.
Do you know it was actually another one that we used to do when we were younger? We used to get the footy cards that would come in the chip packets. Every mum was on rotation every week. They would get like 10 of them, and then all the kids would crack them open after the game.
Swap them over.
Yeah, so that makes honourable mentions list.
Yeah.
First super sub.
Well, I think we've got some pretty strong options there. So now it'll be up to our audience to decide who actually wins that one. Because I think we've both.
You've done well, but I think
I don't know. We'll have to see.
The real footy players, they'll land it.
Well, Stav, let's talk about how you play. So you're obviously a content creator and you're really big in the soccer football space. Talk to me about where your journey started as a content creator, how you got there.
Really, it started during COVID when I was at home, a bit bored, nothing really to do. So, like you said, I love my football. I love my football games as well. So I really just saw TikTok as a platform and just started voicing my opinions or things I thought about the games and my reactions to it. And it started just blowing up through COVID. So that's when my journey kind of started, and it's taken me to places that I would have dreamed of as a kid. So very grateful for everything that's happened.
I feel like a lot of people, especially like for us, because I started as well during COVID, I think as bad of a time as it was probably a cool time for us to kind of explore that side of the internet and get into where we are now.
It created pathways for a lot of people that would have never happened if it weren't for COVID. So like you said, 2 sides to a coin always.
100%. So how would you say that your love for soccer and sports in general mixes into your content?
I think it mixes in my content well because, like you said, it was before COVID, I was a football fan. I was an Arsenal fan. I loved playing FIFA and those video games way before I started doing TikTok. So it's blended in well because it's authentic. People look at my content and they realize, he is a diehard Arsenal fan. He wakes up at 3 a.m. every week to watch Arsenal and the Gunners. He really does care about that. He's been playing FIFA since he was a kid. He's genuinely reacting the way he is because he cares about the game and what I'm doing. So I think that's why it does strike a chord with people watching, or maybe they don't like my takes and they want to comment in the comment section saying that Nick Stav doesn't know ball. So, but you know what? At least I'm striking a chord with people to a level. So, but I would say it's my authentic ability.
Yeah, 100%. And I want to ask you, what would be your biggest clanger ever? So a clanger in footy terms is like a big mistake. So what would be maybe like your biggest mistake maybe when filming or posting or you've done something? What would be your biggest clanger, do you reckon?
Biggest clanger in terms of filming, recording.
In anything.
You know what? I think, I'll tell you what my biggest clanger was last year. Start of the new FIFA game came out, or FC, like we call it now. And I went on a run, and I think I lost like 4 games in a row in Foot Champions, which is like the competitive part of FIFA. And I said, lads, you know what? I'm retiring from FIFA if I lose this next game. Thinking like, I was guaranteed I was going to win this next game. Long and behold, I lost the next game.
Did you retire?
So, yeah, I retired for like 7 days. And then I was back at it.
Yeah, you can't retire for any
I had a
longer
bit of a Tyson Fury retirement.
That's
Sam retired, but I'm back in the ring the next week.
And then what would be your version of a match-winning quarter?
So in terms of like something
In terms of like your career?
Oh, okay. It's got to be when I was flown out to watch Arsenal play and covered that on my social media page because whether it was through content or it wasn't, I always wanted to end up at the Emirates and watch Arsenal play. And like I said before, I've been waking up every week, 3 a.m. from my couch in Sydney to watch a team that's not even my local club. That's how much I love Arsenal.
Yeah.
And for me to watch it in the flesh and then also do content on it, it was just a dream. Like whether it was a kid or my age now, something I would always be grateful for that the content scene took me that way.
Yeah, that's really cool. I kind of experienced that for the first time. I actually watched my first game at GMHBA at Geelong's home ground a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I'd never been there before. Like I think I went there when it was still Cardinia Park when I was like 7 years old or something. And it was the first time I'd been there and I was so excited. It's just really cool to be able to see your team that you followed your whole life playing real life.
And it's also like I was watching Arsenal play at the Emirates Stadium all the time. And like you said, at your local ground, your ground there for Geelong, it's almost like it's surreal because you see it on TV all the time, like, damn, I'm there.
Yeah, it's so familiar to you in such a weird way.
Yeah. Yes.
Obviously, content creating in the sports space is blowing up at the moment, and we're seeing a lot of footy creators come up. And what would you say to people who are wanting to get into the sports space or wanting to create content in sports world?
Don't be afraid to put a camera in front of your face and voice your opinion or your take or anything like that. Because once you start thinking of fear of judgment, that's when you stop closing doors and opportunities for yourself. Because people can point the finger, but then once you're killing it and doing well, they're going to be hugging you and grabbing onto anything type of success that you could give them. So don't be afraid of voicing your opinion. I think that's what we need more of. It's like sometimes people are too scared to like critique something or make a take or something or stand on their own ground. Just be yourself. If you really believe what you're saying, and like I bring to my point before, be authentic.
Yeah. And
people will really connect with it on that level because there's so many people around us that enjoy the same thing we do or believe the same thing that we are as well.
Yeah, I love that. That's really important. Yeah. Also, now I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you give me some techers with the AFL ball?
Techers?
Can you at least try?
With my foot?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Jeez, I'm juggling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe try not to break the cameras, but yeah, give it a go.
I can barely juggle around one. Let's see if I can juggle the pill though, eh? 3, is that good enough? We counting that? I don't think I was ever getting the double digits.
That is so good.
Balance on the head. Let's see if we can balance the pill on their noggin.
Oh, that was solid.
I need some Brazilian samba to me.
You probably need a bit of,
Yeah, it's going to start sliding off my face.
You look very comfortable with it though. Maybe in your next life you might be a footy player.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, I'm usually used to like just booting it like 50, 60 meters into
That's the good thing about kicking a footy though.
Exactly.
It's such a good feeling to be able to just boot it.
Yeah.
Just send it for as far as possible.
And then people like not like me would do the marks and the athletic jumps.
All right, well, Stav, you've known me a very long time, and for people playing along at home, I'm very chronically online. So all the memes, all the videos, every trend you could imagine, I'm on it. So I have got our best trends of the week. I don't know if you've seen the Jet 2 holiday trend, the audio.
Jet 2
and
holiday.
It's always just something absolutely insane. So watch this one.
Jet 2 holiday.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
You just caught a fish in the pocket.
This is so good, man. I actually
you can save £50 per person.
How'd that slimy sucker get in there?
I don't know. He must have like just grabbed it. Have you seen people
like
just pick up pigeons? What am I saying? Have you seen people just pick up pigeons, like just grab them? He's probably just
wouldn't want
gone
to see
and
someone do that. But still, you know, they used to do the spear fishing back in the day, you know, with the spears. Maybe he had like a little stick and just speared it.
Okay. And this next one is hilarious as well. So I don't know if you've seen this either. It's where you let out all your air and you have to try and scream. So watch this one. Do you want to try it? Do you want to give it a go?
Gotta let out all your air.
So you got to breathe out all the way, and then you got to try and yell.
I'm looking like I got the messy posture neck after that one. Jeez.
Oh my God, that is so good. Oh my God. And continuing on to something that is so good. This is commitment to the bit if I've ever seen it.
Oh my days. They didn't actually bring the fake bold.
No.
Oh no.
She fully committed. Honestly, how good is that? She looks exactly like him. She looks exactly like Pitbull. Mind you, Pitbull's actually coming here later this year, so I might do that.
Yeah. Oh, well, do that.
Do you guys think I should shave my head? We'll see. Now, Stav, I have got a prop here because after this video, I'm going to get you to test out your skills. But
Not with the pill again?
Yeah.
Oh, with
No,
the pill?
not with the pill,
Oh, okay.
with something else. I'm going to show you this video now. Going to a restaurant, you got to use chopsticks. Not a lot of people are very good with the chopsticks, so look at the girl in the back, her face. So I've actually got.
You didn't see nothing.
No, exactly right. I've actually got some chopsticks here.
To test my ability?
Yeah.
Ooh.
These are for you. So I picked these up specially for today.
Okay.
So you just got to like test out if you can
I
actually.
usually, I was like, at the Asian restaurants, like, yeah, give me the fork. Like,
Yeah.
I was usually that one. Yeah, we'll grab 3 forks at this table. You know what? Over the last few years, I've got to say, look, I've gained my composure.
I feel like mine's not. I struggle because I've got nails. So I don't know if mine's actually right or not.
So I don't even have that excuse.
No.
But, like, I've got to say,
You've
like,
got a bit of dexterity
I'm there.
Yeah. All right.
I'm like a lopsided crab.
Yeah. I think we'll give you like a B.
A B? I'll
A
take
B.
it.
We'll give you a B.
I'll take it
Yeah,
these
yeah,
days.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a pass
Better than
anyway.
juggling the pill.
What do they say? That C's get degrees or whatever? You've got a degree in chopsticks.
There you go. No more forks at my table.
10 out of 10. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap on Play On this week. Thank you so much, Nick, for coming on. It's been such a pleasure.
No, it was great. My pleasure being on the show, Kat. Of course. Come on.
Well, guys, make sure you keep up with Nick on socials at Nick Stav. And, of course, make sure you're keeping up with us at AFLPLAY on socials to keep up with everything play. Whether you're kicking goals or just giving it a go, we will be here every week. See you next time.